This is for the person who is absolutely terrified. And when I say that, I mean when it comes to your security, when it comes to your sense of self, when it comes to your belief in self and all that you are creating. As a business owner, a spiritual business owner, I already go against the grain. I am doing this literally all on my own. Do you think I don't wake up scared? Do you think that I'm not constantly terrified? The thing that I do now that I didn't used to do is I do the thing. I keep doing everything that I feel is right for myself and my business. I honor myself. I honor my feelings. I let myself express them. Even the really painful ones, even the ones that make you want to scream, the ones that make you want to curl up in a ball and wither away. I feel it all, and it is extremely difficult. I get on here most days and I talk about all the insights that come through me, all the channeling that comes through me, but maybe I don't talk enough about the struggles, because this shit is fucking hard. It is hard to go against the grain. It is hard to be yourself in a world that is so fake, in a world that prioritizes a certain level of perfection, and not just perfection, a certain way of being, where the masculine rule, the wounded masculine I should say, the feminine is suppressed, and you have to just make it work. Everything I teach goes against the grain of what we have been taught. Everything I talk about is shit that doesn't just come out of my asshole. I feel it, I channel it, I embody it, and then I see its power. But I already saw its power because I trusted myself, and I realized that every time I trust myself, even if it makes no fucking sense, that was all that was needed, because I grew up dishonoring myself. I grew up making myself sick, and I refused a long time ago to keep living that way. What is the point of this life if I'm not here to live it the way that I want to live it? What is the point of you existing if you are not meant to exist in all the ways that you want to exist and experience this beautiful world? I ask myself these questions and I wonder, why am I doing things that I don't want to do? And I don't just mean doing things I don't want to do. Let's get that clear. I mean suffering under the hands of people who do not care if I suffer. I mean choosing a life for myself that does not feel like anything to do with me. I mean living miserably and trusting everyone but myself. That is what I mean when I say I don't want to do the things I don't want to do. People make it seem so superficial, but there is so much depth to desire. There is so much depth to freedom. And it's the reason a lot of the time why this world is the way it is, because people's freedoms are not respected. People's freedoms are not prioritized. And yes, it starts with the way that you feel. And people can see this, people know this, but people are scared to talk about it because it goes against the grain. Because we've been living a certain way for such a long time. How is it ever going to change? It changes when you make it change. It changes when you listen to your feelings and you be one of the many that does something different, that listens to your intuition, that trusts yourself before trusting others, where you prioritize the power of your own voice and freedoms. When you know that you are worth so much more than the ways that we have all been treated. This isn't getting into anything specific other than humanity at its core, the collective, the broader spectrum of the human fucking race. We have become so separate from ourselves. We have become so disconnected from who we really are. No wonder there is so much disarray. No wonder there is so much suffering. We are all at war with ourselves, because whether we realize it or not, we are all tired of feeling trapped and feeling stuck, like we have no freedom and we have no power, when it's always been inside of us. And the more that I do this work, the more that I share my services, the more that I share everything that I feel and think and channel and talk about, it doesn't stop getting any scarier. I just feel more empowered to keep going. I can be a real stubborn fucking bitch sometimes, and now I'm using it to my favor. I'm not going to stop being and feeling everything that is within me that tells me when something is right for me or wrong for me. I'm going to keep doing the things that I know and that I'm good at. And I'm going to be scared doing it every single day. And I've come to terms with that. The point of this video is hopefully to make you realize that you can do it too. The only way this world is ever going to change on a collective level is when the collective starts going within and starts asking themselves who they really fucking are. Not the shit that we've been told, not the shit we've been conditioned with, not the trauma that we're burdened by. Person, the heart, the soul beneath it all that just wants to be free to experience it all. Yes, there are certain structures in this world that we are adhered to by, but your freedom has always been yours. The sooner you realize that and start living like that, that is how things change. That is how you start to create a world that you want to live in.